crinkled my speech up a lot, so I'm like uncrinkling it right now. Hi. I want to thank all you guys for coming to graduation to celebrate with us. I applied to Naropa December of 2012, and about this time 3 years ago, I received my rejection letter from Naropa. I'd been kind of drifting around Portland for a while, and after this letter, I just wallowed and moped. I had absolutely no idea what I was going to do with my life from there. After about a month of this, I got over myself, and I decided that I was going to go to Naropa in the fall. I acquired new letters of rec, received good grades my final semester at Reed College, rewrote my application essay, and reapplied for the same admissions cycle. In the fall of 2013, I finally began at Naropa. I never believed any grown-ups who said that my aspirations may change while I was in college, but lo and behold, once I got here, my aspirations changed. Instead of pursuing psychology to be a therapist in prisons, I am now attending law school to be a public defender keeping people out of prisons. You guys are so supportive. I'm graduating with a degree in Contemplative Psychology with minors in creative writing and peace studies. And I've taken the one law class that Naropa offers. So you can imagine the challenge I felt when applying from here to law school. When writing my application to law school explaining the significance of a Naropa education, I mentioned the artful division of each of my semesters into themes. My first semester was about opening. During my first warrior exam, I was asked a question about compassion, and I figured, I can speak about compassion for 3 minutes. I don't really need to prepare for this. During the exam, the questioner asked me, "Where have you never shown compassion in your life?" In that moment, I realized for the very first time that I had never had compassion for my little sister. And then I broke down crying in front of an entire class of students that I barely knew. Yep. My third semester was about accepting the person I had discovered the previous year. I'm going to skip again to my fifth semester, where I took a course called Embodying Process. And in the very first class, we had to dance freely to music, which was terrifying. So terrifying, actually, that in my senior seminar class that same semester, when I was asked to authentically present myself for 30 minutes, naturally, I chose improvised movement and dance as my medium. That semester was about being in my body. These experiences materialized because of the power of Naropa to challenge its students to discover and know themselves. This is what I presented as the unique value of my Naropa education in a left brain field. I know myself, and I absolutely love who I am. Naropa has helped me build a stable foundation of self that allows me to tackle any challenge from the strong and compassionate place of the Shambhala warrior. In my application to Emory, I wrote about how Naropa students are some of the most passionate individuals that I have ever met. When we hear, "You can't change the system," we recognize the lack of evidence in this claim. I explained to the admissions committee that I am not just some individual curious about racial injustice in the legal field. I am an individual who will be instrumental to changing the entire system. I know that I am committed to goals that seem idealistic, and I am going to accomplish them. Nearly every Naropa student I have met has a structurally violent system that they are going to change. I want to recognize and honor all of you guys who've been so instrumental in changing Naropa through your courage to be yourselves. I also want to offer my gratitude to all of you who've been involved in changing the world outside of Naropa through teaching and acting in the Shambhala warrior spirit. As we graduate today and move off in so many different directions, I wish us all perseverance and strength in our quests. At times, our deep compassion and passion will cause us to struggle in a culture that is so often disengaged. Our calling as Naropa students is to go forth with resilience as warriors, to never give up on anything or anyone. Thank you.